Has anyone heard of a red ocean strategy or a blue ocean strategy?
No.
Okay. When you asked me the question, I was thinking about this. I'll give two analogies, one about the circus and one about a gym. A red ocean strategy is a marketplace where you're in fierce competition. It's the same product or the same service, and you're competing against each other. And that's a red ocean, sharks, blood in the water. A blue ocean, where there's so much blue and there's tons of space, is when you're not competing in the same marketplace because the way that you're working in that vertical or in that marketplace is your own unique way. An analogy is Cirque de Soleil. So the circus had been going on decades. I don't know how many people have seen the circus in the past decade. Probably not many of us have seen the circus. That was something that we did years ago, but it became very boring. We knew the animals were against their will. The acts were pretty repetitive. It wasn't dynamic. So there were circuses competing against each other, and that kind of died out as a entertainment place to be. What Cirque du Soleil did, they came in and they said, the concept is there. People want to go for entertainment and see these acts and see these costumes and hear this music and have this experience, but they did something all on its own. They took away the animals and they made it into a story of humanity. And they started telling these stories that were emotional, that got people engaged, and they created their own genre of entertainment. So, similarly, in the world of working out, we've got these red oceans when you're going into a gym and you know the equipment that's going to be there. You see the machines in your head, you know the classes that are going to be there with weights, and you're like, okay, I know I have to do this, but there's nothing innovative about that experience anymore. So it doesn't invite us to have that kind of novelty that would engage us on an intellectual level as well as on a physical level and on an emotional or spiritual level. So when we're going into a gym, again, the rhythm is so important. Often we have to wait for a machine. We're not in a dynamic class in that gym area. You're doing things on your own and you're not in this rhythmic, breathing, consistent moving that would be as satisfying as walking or swimming or something that would have that freedom of movement that is more of a recreational type of movement. Physical therapy is similar in the sense of we know what we're going for. They give you a half an hour, they give you these exercises, they walk away to another patient. You get minimal attention and you're not moving your entire body. You're only moving the part that's injured. And so it's really not satisfying for the entire system or for the being to want to continue doing the exercises after you finish physical therapy. So then we don't do them. And then the injury never really resolves. And then it's this area that has weakness and scar tissue. And that we have these memories of doing it. And we're like, yeah, that worked a little bit, but I'm really not going to be consistent with that anymore because why? There's no joy. It's not fun. It's like we want to move because we want joy. The movement should happen because it's an enjoyable, unexpected kind of routine. Two-dimensional versus three-dimensional movement is also important. When we're doing 2D movements, when we're doing this kind of thing, if you're lifting a weight like this, or if you're moving your knee up and down, if you injured your knee, how satisfying is that? Versus doing a circular movement, that's much more satisfying for our joints and for our brain.